Pete is here today, and guess what I'm making? I'm making Greek egg lemon soup. Avgolemono soup, we say in Greek. And you know what? You could do this, all different variations. This is something that started all the way back to the Sephardic Jews when they were in Spain and they got thrown out of Spain during the Inquisition in 1492, right? Okay, then it ended up in Greece. It ended up in Greece because, you know, we had the Spanish folks going all over the place just like the Romans did and the Greeks did, and they were doing the same. And then the Greeks threw in orzo, and orzo is what I have here. It's a little rice-like pasta, okay? Greeks use that. And the Greeks threw in some eggs. I've got some eggs which go into this soup, okay? All right, now, the lemon part is lemon juice. And this is lemon juice here, about 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice.
From Sicily, of course.
Yeah, well, I'm using Sicilian lemons today that I squeezed earlier this morning. So we got eggs, lemon juice, chicken broth. That's what's in the pot over here. And you can see it's boiling. Okay, so how we start this process is we take out of the pot a cup of chicken broth, and I set it aside over here because I'm going to use this to temper the eggs with before I put the eggs in towards the end today, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do to start this is, I've taken that out, is I have, because I'm putting a twist on it today, I've got some beautiful dehydrated vegetable soup. I'm going to throw that in. And then I've got our orzo, and I'm going to throw that in. All right, so what we're going to do is bring this up to a boil. I'm going to put the lid on, and then we're going to cook all of these things, the orzo and our vegetable soup mix. And it has peppers in there, some onion, parsley, it has some chives. It's just good, and some little slivered potatoes. And we're going to let this come up to a boil. And then we are going to continue to make our soup and meld it together. Okay, so remember, this is an interesting thing. It's traced back to 1492 when Sephardic Jews were in Spain and they got thrown out during the Inquisition in Spain. Okay, so there we have it. But this is Chef Pete. Chef Pete making Avgolemono soup. And Chef Pete likes to make Greek things because Chef Pete's background is Greek. And that's what we do here. We make Greek things, Italian things, American things. We make things from all over the world in Carpizzo's Kitchen, and that's what we'd like you to do too. Cook for your families. Things are expensive today. Make soup. Get a pot of, and make your broth too, like I do. And Anthony will show you, it's boiling over here, and we've got our first step of the process going, which is get our pasta, which is the orzo, and I've used a little bit of freeze-dried vegetable soup mix in here today to give it some color, give it a little body, give it a little bit more, and then towards the end, I'm going to mix in, I took some turkey breast and I diced it all up, and I'm going to put it in at the end, which we'll show you later on in our other videos of Avgolemono soup.
But before we stop, you said something about 1492. Isn't that when Columbus came?
Columbus sailed the seas in 1492, that's correct. But we don't worry about Columbus anymore. We're talking about Avgolemono soup today. So this is Peter Carpizzo's. We'll see you later.